Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone this morning? So good, I hope. So good. I am raring to go. Are you? I have lots of artsy projects on my desk. I was thinking about, do you remember last week we talked about good things, like within our first, every time we meet, we're going to talk about good things that are happening in our world. And anyway, I have good things happening in my world. I hope you do too. Hey, Deb, speaking of good things, how are you this morning? How is every little thing in Buffalo, Minnesota? How's your knee? I guess that's the biggest thing. Good morning, Valerie. Everybody make sure you have a big water. I have 2 waters this morning. I'll show you. I have my Kirkland alkaline water that I always drink, but I also have a blast from the past. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? I was at Costco and I found Clearly Canadian. Anybody remember Clearly Canadian? Oh my gosh. And I'm just going to tell you, it's delightfully delicious. And when you bought a case of it, you got this sticker. And you know how I feel about a sticker. So I think I might devote a page. Oh, I love a sugar bee apple. They're a little sweet for me though. But I will say, I did go to Fraser Farms when I was in Oceanside. And I found, I've added some new stickers to, Sunrise Magic. I love those apples and I bought so many of them. But I also bought peaches and raspberries from Fraser Farms when I was over there. And they were so delicious. So delicious. So I'm having a moment where I think, do I put my Clearly Canadian sticker on my fruits and vegetable page? Or do I put it back here on my sadly neglected Stay Hydrated page? Because I want to, it has all of this information about Clearly Canadian. So it says, did you know Canada is home to 60% of the world's lakes and 7% of the world's renewable fresh water? Only the nature and beauty of Canada can create water this pure and refreshing. Sorry, not sorry that we made it so tasty. Clearly, it's in the water. If you spot this sticker in the wilderness, you'll get a free bottle on us. So, you're spotting it, I suppose. I know. You know what? I haven't had a sip of it in years, Valerie. So I was so excited. But I'm gonna crack it open right now. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Hey, Vic. How are you? Oh my gosh, Peggy. I thought it said I'm smacking on a sugar bee apple. Not I'm snacking. That's funny. Okay, so staying hydrated needs a sticker. All right. I'm working on it. I do have a bunch of new sticker designs that are in the works. That's for sure. So I've been working on this 2-page spread ideas. It does need some love, Valerie. It is a pitiful sight. Good morning, Patricia. Thank you for purchasing my art printables this morning. I appreciate that. Thank you to each and every one of you who have purchased them. Okay, so a couple things. One, so it is still index card of the day, remember? Oh, I know, dental surgery is the pits. It's the pits, isn't it? So I have been working on my index card a day. This morning, just this morning, I started putting some of those Jane Davenport napkins on some index cards. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I do. So they're quite wrinkly now, but that nothing a heavy book won't solve. There we go. Trim off that. So I told myself I just need some starts. If I have some starts, then I'm way more apt to like start working a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? So I have that one, I have this one. Oh, it's not bad. So this one needs to be flattened out too, but shut up. Look at it. They are the coolest, and Keely sent them to me forever ago. And then I have one more. I have this one. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these, but I did just start. I felt like I just needed to start. So, like I said, I'm not a prompt kind of girl, really. Yeah, that's an idea too, Linda. That's an idea too. So a couple things. I know. Oh my gosh. We missed you. We missed you. It does need a sticker. It does. You're right. You know what? I'm just going to stick it down. So, you're right. But I also feel like this is a pitiful page. All right. So let's go down here. Stop it. I have so much to continue to add to this page. I just need to do it. But I do want to add this information in here somewhere. So I want to ponder that for a little minute. You know what? I really am enjoying making notes. This new, like a new way of capturing all my fruits and vegetables. Let's see. It does look better already. I do like having little notes by the stickers because it does help me. So like here, peaches and raspberries from Fraser Farms that I got with Eileen's best friend Carmel's daughter Karen. She and I just became fast friends, as you can imagine. So we bought some peaches and raspberries, and I cut them up, and oh my gosh, so delicious, so delicious. And I have one more peach that I believe Karen stuck this sticker in there. I love that. Anyway, just an ordinary banana. I love that. So I hope that you are keeping up with your fruits and vegetables. I promise I will give hydration some attention today after class. So here's what I am working on. Oh, if you are brand new here, if you would like, follow, subscribe, share, comment on Corbiere-Scott Designs social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then please be sure to join Stitch Along with Anne Facebook group and Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. Speaking of Stitch Along, guess what I got in my mailbox yesterday? Just a second. I got a package from Adorn It with my very first Flower Farm seed packet embroidery pattern that I will be starting tomorrow. I can hardly wait. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Peg, do you remember helping me when I was visiting Peggy and Keely a couple of years ago? I had just a few flowers left to draw, and I remember we were wandering around Madison and looking at flowers, and I was taking a million pictures and asking names of flowers, and oh my gosh, do you remember that, Peg? Was right around the Capitol when we were looking at Impatience, and Impatience made the cut. It's one of the ones that are in there. Anyway, so we're going to start stitching this tomorrow during during Stitch Along with Anne. Okay, so today, here's the things. So I have, I printed off 2 of Vintage Papeterie number 6. This is going to be my background for my pages. And then I have all of these bits and bobs that I'm going to build my pages with. So I have my paints out here still because I might have some little bits and bobs that I want to add. I painted the word capture. I want that here. I have both swags, so I'm feeling like I want to do one here and one here. It's going to be a 2-page spread, right? And then I have all of these little bits and bobs. These 2 little paint swatches, I'm going to write the names of the paints on here, because why not? Oh, Nance, I'm so glad. We're going to have ourselves a time, sister. Then I have, okay, here's capture. I still need to cut these out. Where's the R in my hand? R, E, right? And then I have all these bits and bobs that I'm going to add to my page. Okay, so a couple of things. That little guy right there, the stamp, I've been thinking. I want to add this washi, the Roy G. Biv washi, down the center of that. There we go. Then I'm going to grab my trusty X-Acto and trim that just inside. Remember, you're going to poke it down until you hear it kind of cut through, and then you're just going to, a little bit of pressure. There we go. Same here. You're going to press down till you hear it pop. There you go. And a little bit of pressure. There we go. Peel that up. I want that black line to show, so I'm going to do it across the top also. Peel that off. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that. So all the little funky details that we add to this to these little bits and bobs, that's gonna just, you know, add to our, this is wild grape. All right. Wild grape. And this one is rose hip. Love that. So now I need to fussy cut these letters. I have little bits that I still need to add a little bit of paint to. I'm going to use these little funky scissors to fussy cut all of these. So I have this moment where I need to think about, do I want to add color to my background? Or do I want to leave it kind of in its natural state? I knew I wanted background that had something going on. And so that's why I picked Vintage Puppetry number 6. I love that one. But I don't know if I want color or if I just want the fodder to kind of stand on its own. Do you know what I mean? Stop it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving that so much. Okay. So did you know that tonight and tomorrow night are the strawberry moon nights? So be sure to be on the lookout for that tonight, a big full moon. It is named the strawberry moon after the season of harvesting strawberries in the northeast of the U.S. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving this. But I am feeling like I wonder, if I'm wondering if when I lay these pieces down, so put this in your thinker too, if I want to create some kind of shadow. So a couple of ways we could do that. Like once the pieces are down, do we want to create some shadow and make our letters pop and our elements pop just that little bit more? So we could do that in a number of ways. We could do that with a gray marker. We could do that with our a gray or black watercolor colored pencil. Anything water soluble, so you can move that color around just a little bit. That might be an idea. We could do it with watercolor paint. So I am going against everything I usually speak about for this 2-page spread. I printed everything on watercolor paper, on our 90-pound watercolor paper. It's not, like 140-pound or anything. But I don't know. I was just kind of feeling it this time. So here we go. Right? So So I'm just fussy cutting, fussy cutting, fussy cutting. I do love fussy cutting, you know, and I kind of always have. Back in the day, do you remember when, before we had, hi Susan, are you in America or are you in some foreign land? Susan is our world traveler. She was just in Greece and all kinds of beautiful isles. So you do your layout however you want to do your layout. I am feeling like I would really like to, now I don't know if I want to add color on the back. I feel like, what if I painted just like a watery wash? Ah, Susan, I love that. I know, but you have so many memories of so many places that are swimming in your noggin, I'm sure. That's why I love travel, don't you? Like there's so much to, I just love that the world is, it's at our fingertips if we want. And if you can't afford to travel, you can certainly read. You can certainly find out about other places around the world with the gift of the internet. So as I was painting this purple, I kept thinking, I really need to I think I want to do like white dots in the middle of those flowers to just kind of help pop the you'll notice when you're painting that if there are places that kind of need a little help. So I am going to fit these to my pages in my art journal. So I'm going to cut everything down. I do think I want to fussy cut a bunch of this stuff out with my X-Acto. And then I like when something peeks through like that. You don't have X-Actos. You could certainly get it from, I bet you could get it from Amazon. And this one, my brother bought me a million years ago. So look at this. And it has a special name. I don't remember it. But it has these little thin blades. Do you see that? Let's see. It's just, and then it's retractable. Love that. Well, I love it. I love that you're here, Catherine. I adore you. So, I do think I'm going to work on fussy cutting some of these things. I do think I want to, I have all of these white pens, but they're all different. Look at all of these white pens, and they're all, look, this is a souffle, and this is a glaze, and this is a glaze. Not what I want at all. I wonder, do I want to put white in the middle of this? Or, yeah, I think so. I also talk to myself. Anyone else? Okay, what do I have in this bag of tricks? I do have a couple of, I love these Pitt artist pens, these big brush pens from Faber-Castell, and they are cool gray. I like cool gray 1 and cool gray 2, excuse me, 3. Those have been my my best friends for shading, but know that these are India ink, so there's no movement. No movement allowed. Let's see if I have a white gel pen in here. Doesn't appear to be. This is my travel art bag. Here's another travel art bag. I have many, in case you were wondering. I know that I have a white gel pen in here, or at least I think I do, because I'm really feeling like I want to add some doodads to those purple, the centers, add white centers to those purple flowers is what I am thinking about. So while I was in California at my mother-in-law's house, we went to the Oceanside Art Museum, and holy smokes, can I tell you about the time we had. We saw so many amazing exhibits. And you know, I love a small art museum. I love all art museums, by the way. It's the art, right? It's not the size. It's not it's whatever, you know. Anyway, while we were there were a couple of, like, visiting exhibits. And they were, oh, you know what? I have to, here we go. Ta-da! So let's prime that on where's my sheet of notes of things I want to blab about. There we go. Yep, look at that. Look at that. That's making me happy. Okay, so some of the art exhibits that we saw were, there's a traveling exhibit by an artist sculptor by the name of Matt Devine, and his stuff was, oh my gosh, just stunning. Oh, I believe that it is. I believe that it is a requirement. Blab it to yourself. Okay, everybody take a drink. Oh, that bubbly, clearly Canadian. Delicious. I want to do some white up here. These little stamen. Stop it. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, these guys. So one of the exhibits that we saw was a bunch of God's eyes. Anybody remember those from back in the day? A very 70s art medium. There were so many and they were so beautiful. There was an exhibit, and now I don't remember the name of it, but it was all by autistic artists, and that was super cool. I'll tell you the cool things about it. One, there was one artist who did these pieces that were they were panels. There were 3 panels, right? And each panel, and the artwork was very similar in these 3 long, skinny panels, but they were T-U-R-E. There we go. Okay, so the 3 panels were, the artwork kind of flowed, right? From this panel to this panel to this panel. But each panel was a different medium. Hi, Letitia. Okay, so this one was a tin photograph. This one was a weaving. And this one was an acrylic painting. But here's the thing. A stripe here. So there was a stripe in the photograph. So there was a like bright orange stripe here. That went into a bright orange stripe in the weaving. That went into a bright orange stripe into the painting. And the whole thing was that. And there were many, many versions. Oh my gosh. You guys, they were so stunningly beautiful. I can't, like, they were just mesmerizing. You just couldn't stop looking at them. Do you know what I mean? They were unbelievable. So that was super cool. There was another autistic artist who did these lamps, and at the base of each of the lamps were a whole bunch of like one was a bunch of like electronics that were just kind of built up around the base of the lamp. One was a bunch of toys, and it was called the Fun Gang. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so dang cute. I can't stand it. Those were stunning. Okay, let's go a little longer. There was another exhibit, and it was all right. So this is going to be different in my art journal. Well, I might as well do both of them at the same time, right? Then it's all done. Another exhibit was the sculptor, and his name was Matt Devine, and he did metal and mostly metal that he sculpted, like thin metal, but he made it look thin as a piece of paper. And he, oh my gosh, it was just stunning. His imagination was just, like, one was a flock of birds that was, oh my gosh, you guys, it was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. One was another exhibit was an artist who did okay, I'm gonna run these through my Xyron. So they are edge to edge adhesive. Whoop. one. There's two. Okay. Alrighty. Give those a little rub. Pull off the film. And then, let's get our art journal down here. So I've been noticing, anyone else notice this with their art journal? It's getting pretty full. So I'm feeling like we might have to buy a new one. We might have to, or just if you are smart and you bought a bunch last year, we might have to start a new one because we have this much left. But I'm thinking that might be right around back to school time. And then we'll have another whole art journal to fill with art. I think us creating more 2-page spreads this year, that has certainly let's see. So this is quite stiff in comparison to my regular art journal pages. But I will tell you, so I did glue 2 pages together because I wanted it to be on a pretty sturdy base, right? There we go. There's one. Now let's do the other. Kind of digging that, you guys. So now I need to trim off the excess because I went a little big on purpose because I really wanted it to take up the whole page. Usually I'm not too picky about this, but this time I kind of want clean edges. It's not going to be clean edges in the end, but for right now, I don't know. Something's telling me today to do that, so. Oh, so tell me, whoops. Tell me a good thing that's happening in your world right now. Like a positive thing that's happening in your world or has happened in your world in like yesterday or today. I try to always write down 3. Here's the 3 that I have written down. I had an art day with Lauren and Tessa yesterday. It was fabulous. I look at my desk this morning and I have, holy tamale, I have so many artsy possibilities just on my desk this morning that I am, nothing makes me more excited about a day than that. Okay, one more trim. Oh my gosh, it was very divine. It was very divine. If you'd like, I'll post some photos in the group. And if you go to an art museum and you snap a few photos, I'd love to see that too. Okay, so here's my idea. So I have this 2-page spread, right? And I want to, because these are all printed on watercolor paper, I want them to pop out. I want it to protrude over the edge of the art journal. I'm just kind of into that. So that and that. And then I want to build my clusters, right? Let's see. Oh, so I have lots of artsy opportunities on my desk, and my flowers are blooming, and my brand new embroidery pattern is here. I can hardly wait. I was so nervous that it wouldn't be I wouldn't have it for tomorrow, but I do. I'm going to a wedding this coming weekend, and I have finished painting their wedding present. Nice! Good job, Valerie. I would love to see a picture. Oh, Peg, I love that you talk to yourself too. So it has been brought to my attention that when the comments here in the Facebook group, that they disappear when I transfer everything to YouTube. So I was asked if I would try to read the comments and then read our talk our discussion. So let's see. Debbie just rode a scooter to the grocery store. Love that. Love that, Deb, after your knee surgery. Let's see. Everyone is in agreement that my Clearly Canadian sticker needs to go on my hydration page, and it has found its home. Good morning, Joni. Linda offered the example of putting a cloth over my index card a date, my napkins, put a cloth over it and iron them flat, or a heavy book. I don't know. I want to build on top of that. I'm not sure what just yet. Let's see. So I need to, please help me, remind me to talk about what the comments are. Do you know what I mean? To read it and then talk about it. Let's see. Oh, Tammy got some new beam paints. She bought the hibiscus set. Oh, salmon and orca. Wild salmon is a beautiful color from Beam Paints. I use it a lot. It's shimmery and gorgeous. And orca is also shimmery and gorgeous. Nancy got her embroidery, her seed packet embroidery pattern. Yay! Susan, the world traveler, is now back in the United States. Catherine Daly, my cousin, is jealous of my X-Acto knife. Let's see. You haven't gotten your pattern yet. I bet you it's in your mailbox today, Valerie, for the flower farm. Let's see. Nancy is preparing for a camping road trip, meeting up with Denise and Ted. Oh, I love that. I love when friends get to meet. I do. Let's see. Now I am just starting to kind of build my... Shall I paint my background a color, or shall I just leave it the way it is? I'm telling you. So I will look it up, Kath, and I will look up what it's called, and I'll text you the link. Debbie says, right at the moment, a really great thing that's happening in my world is my system is finally getting back to normal. Oh my gosh, after a surgery, it's crazy. Like I'm sure it's a good thing we don't see what happens when they do surgery on us, right? But it is a, oh, what if I did that? Stop it. I like that. What do you guys think of that? If I did this little tab that I painted, and I wanted, and the flowers just kind of rest on there. I'm kind of digging that. What do you think of that idea? I think that's pretty. And I kind of like that it's sticking out the top too. Or do I want it up here? I don't know, that's kind of cute too. Top or side? Okay, a couple of votes. Peggy says paint the background shimmery. 2 votes say leave the background as is. Do I like that? Do I like this? Top or side? I don't know. But I think I do want to and these I have, as you know, on both Flower Emporium and Flower Emporium Alphabet, I have lots and lots of sentiments. So I want to fill this with a sentiment and this with a sentiment, and then I want a sentiment coming off this little awards banner. I'm thinking. I have the paint swatches that I know I want to, so I think I need to stick down these main pieces. And you know what? I don't know that I'm going to cut this out because I want that to be pretty strong if it's hanging off the edge. Do you know what I mean? So, here we go. I'm going to use my art glitter glue. I bought a brand new one. Oh, look at the pin is just glued into there. Stuck. But it's coming out. Okay, let's see. So I want a little bit. There. I kind of like that. So let's, do I have a pen around here? Yeah. I want that little bit right there. I just need a little bit of a line. Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go, Lori. How's that? Better? My little bits and bobs. So did you see what I did here? I knew I wanted to rock on, Peg. Rock on. So I knew that I wanted this to hang off the edge on this side, right? But this piece is a little bit precarious. So I turned it. But then I flipped this page so that I know where to stop the glue. Does that make sense? I know, there, right? So this piece, that little leaf, this little leaf, all in its lonesome up here, is going to have glue on half of it because I want it to stick down. So let's scoot. Now, let's ink this up. Oh, excuse me. Glue it up. Lots and lots and lots of glue. I mean, and the thing about like all these little protruding bits, I can certainly glue those down once it's down, but if I can do as much of it as possible, do you know what I mean, now, I think we're better for it. Okay. I don't know about down here, so I'm gonna just let's see how I did. I did pretty good. So this, I'm just gonna need, sometimes like people use brayers or a Baron to push these things down. I think the heat of your hand kind of helps sometimes because it remember, it's we've talked about this before. When we're dealing with watercolor paper, we it is made of fibers, right? So we kind of want those fibers to kind of bend to our will. So by smushing, there we go. So there's one down. Now we're going to do the other one on this side. And I feel like maybe I do like this, where this protrusion doesn't go off the top of the page, but this one does off the side because we're going to put the tab there. Do you know what I mean? So I think I can remember that it's right there, yep. So we'll see what happens with this experiment of a piece of like layers and layers of watercolor paper amongst all of these pages of just composition book paper. See what happens. We might hate it and never do it again, but at least we'll have tried. It might be the best happy accident ever. You never know. So I'm not going to put glue up here until we have the tab in place. And then I will glue it to the tab. Those little bits of flour. Okay. Let's take that. I've got a little bit of play in there. There we go. Use our hands again. Remember, the best tools you own are your hands. Love that. Where's my tab? Oh, it's right here in a pile of something. Oh, you guys, what did I do with it? It's around here somewhere. Couldn't have gone too far. There it is, under my mat. Okay, so now let's put this tab right there. So let's do a line of glue here, and then I'm gonna go, oh, you probably can't see that, sorry. So I can see where I put a line of glue here, right? And then on these protruding pieces, let's put, we put glue, and now we're gonna put the tab down like that, and then flip it over, and then work on sticking these pieces. Stop it. Look at that. I love it, love it, love it. Sticking those pieces down. Okay. Now we have a big question. Do we do capture up here? Do we do capture down here? I don't know. Everybody take a drink. Well, let's see. All right, so here's where we had it before. We had it up along the top. I kind of like it nestled in there. C-A-P-T. So what if we scoot that over a little bit? T-U-R-E. Okay. Scoot that down just a little bit so you can see. So do we like it up here? Do we like it? Let's try it down here. So let's try E-R-U-T-P-A-C. Okay, what do you think of that? Where do we like it? Where do we like it, you guys? Because we also have all these bits and bobs that we want to extend, right? So, like this could go here. We could have something there. We have this stamp. We have a heart. We have a plus. We have another protrusion, that other label. We have our, I don't know, I'm just setting that there. Up a little higher from the bottom, like there. So Tammy says up a little farther from the bottom, or are you just saying my placement of my book so you can see? I kind of like the bottom too. There, that's more centered, isn't it? I don't know. Look at this. I don't love that there. I'm thinking I like that there. And this could get tucked behind there. Kind of digging that. And a heart. Anyway, I know we're over. We always are. Okay, so I'm going to fiddle around with my placement, and I will take a picture when it is done. I can't wait to see what you do on your 2-page spread, how you assemble yours, how you build yours. I love that we like to build together, right? But I'm wondering if I should do a little something here for a nice visual triangle, because this one kind of goes almost to the top. I need something down here. I don't know what just yet. I'll think of something. I adore you all. Thank you so much for hanging with me, for creating with me, for every purchase, every class that you take, every share, every comment. It all means the world to me. Remember that this, I can continue being a working artist because of all of you. Ooh, washi. Yes. Thank you, Tam. You know what? I want to repeat of this because there we go. I'm going to repeat. Thanks, Tam. I adore you all. Thanks so much. Talk to you tomorrow when we start stitching our brand new flower farm. Bye, everyone.